Hi, I'm Abe Lincoln, and welcome to the 2015 Detroit Autorama.
This presentation of the 2015 Detroit Autorama is brought to you by Eaton Detroit Spring, made in the USA, in Detroit. Pirelli Tire, power is nothing without control. Discount Tire. Pilot Transport, we get it, and we get it there. Welcome to the 2015 Detroit Autorama. Each year in the cold of winter, the new Cobo Center is home to virtually every gearhead, wrenchhead, car enthusiast, designers, and builders to display their own custom cars, original classics, hot rods, and rat rods. The time, money, busted knuckles, and late nights in the garages is what drives the passion behind these individuals. Let's take a look at some of these incredible cars.
This here is my 1933 Plymouth PC Rumble Coupe. I'm Jerry Leclerc. I'm from Montreal, Canada. I'm at the 2015 Detroit Autorama, all steel body. It's got a complete Viper transmission, driveline from a Viper, with an all-aluminum fuel injection second generation Hemi. My project was to kind of keep the body as stock as possible and only change the drivability and the interior comforts of the car and make it handle like a very modern car. The reason why I wanted to build a Plymouth, I'm a Mopar guy at heart, so, and being a Hemi guy all my life, original Hemi cars, I had to keep the Hemi. So I said, I'll make a different generations in a car. A 30s car, a 60s Hemi, and then a 90s Viper suspension on it. My passion for cars and building them, as a kid, even playing with Hot Wheels and all that, you know, playing with cars was always the most fun for me. And I grew up modifying my bicycles, and when I was allowed to get my license, well, then it became motorized vehicles, obviously.
I'm Don Carpenter, and this is my 1932 Buick. I'm here at the Detroit Autorama Extreme in Detroit, Michigan, and it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool hot rods here, a lot of traditional cars and rat rods, and the basement's the place to be. I'm from Unionville, Michigan. That's 102 miles from Detroit, and I drove down here Thursday morning, and the weather was 0 when I left home. My nephew and I just about froze our butts off on the way down here, but it was fun. When I got the car, it was almost a junk pile. I chopped the top 4 inches, I built the frame, channeled the body down over the frame about 5 inches. I've got air ride, air tech suspension in the rear end. When I was 15, I started building circle track cars. And over the years, it's just evolved into building hot rods and motorcycles. And last week, I turned 65 years old. So I've been in this game a long time.
I'm Ken Hollingsworth. I'm here at the 2015 Detroit Autorama. I'm out of Wyoming, Delaware, originally out of North Carolina. I'm here with my 1963.5 Ford Galaxie 500 XL. This car is an original R-Code car. The R-Code back in '63 was for a 427 with 2 4-barrels. The plan was to upgrade things, keep pretty much a stock look with some improvements and upgrades, and improve the brakes, improve the stereo, improve the engine, things of that nature. My dad was pretty much a hot rodder growing up. He liked fast cars, races. He took me to the NASCAR races in Darlington and Rockingham. This car in '63, it was a box top car with a 406 engine, but NASCAR needed something stronger and more aerodynamic, so they came out with a 63.5 with the fastback C-pillar and a 427 engine option. And he went and ordered one. He knew it was coming out, so he ordered one. We received it in February of 1963. And he had told me when I was about 9 years old son, if you make straight A's from now on, when you turn 16, I'll buy you whatever you want. So when I was 16, I had done that, and he said, what do you want? And I said, I want a 69 Corvette 427. So he said, how about I give you my car instead? So we shook hands, he gave me the keys, and it became my daily driver.
My name's Tom Bailey. I'm from Lake Orion, Michigan. Here with my 1969 Chevy Camaro, 6 seconds 2.0. First rendition of our car, our 69 Camaro, was 6 seconds 1.0. It was obviously that's kind of an anomaly with the name for what we wanted to do, which was run 6-second passes every day at an event Hot Rod Magazine puts on called Drag Week. We were successful in that. 2013, we're the first car ever to run 6s every day. Obviously, to take it a step further after winning that, that's where we came into 6 seconds 2.0, which is the next rendition of 6 seconds 1.0. 6 seconds 2.0, the goal is, pretty simple. We want to run 300 miles an hour in the standing mile, and then we want to be able to run 550s in the quarter mile. With Drag Week, basically we're running 5 tracks in 4 days. You have to start out at the first track, and you race, you get your best time slip, and then you load up your car, and you actually physically have to drive your car, no support vehicles, no trailers. You can tow a trailer behind your race car to the next track, average 250 to 300 miles. Then you get up the next morning, you got to race again, pack up and move to the next track. You do that for 5 days, and it's basically at your best average for all 5 days while driving your car over 1,000 miles during that time. We started with a Pro Mod chassis. Joe Overbeek out of Canada did the carbon fiber body. Skinny Kids Race Cars did all the fabrication on the chassis. Murray did all the renderings for the car. Everything about it. It's a 615 cubic inch big block Chevy style based engine. So twin 94 millimeter turbos, backed up to a Rosler Turbo 400 tranny, 3-speed tranny. And then this particular car actually has 2 overdrive units for being able to run the standing mile, so that essentially 300 miles per hour. The mathematical calculations to make that happen. Essentially it's a Pro Mod with a license plate.
This presentation of the 2015 Detroit Autorama was brought to you by Eaton Detroit Spring, made in the USA, in Detroit. Pirelli Tire, power is nothing without control. Discount Tire. Pilot Transport, we get it, and we get it there.